So I found this question on Quora. Is Japantown in San Francisco a safe place? So I decided to take a look and see if I could find out. So first of all, let's see if we can find some crime statistics for the city. And the sfdata.gov project seems to have some crime incidents from 2003. So let's just download this file. While it's downloading, I'm just going to go into the Data Scout, have a quick look. There's a file project from the city of San Jose with some data in there already, so I'm just going to add this file to there. So it took a little while to download, and I sped up the video for that, but here's the file. It's 391 meg, so the upload, I'm just editing through this. It took about 10 minutes to upload from the desktop. And there's the file there. So let's just see if we can have a quick preview of what's in there. Okay, we can see it's comma separated, so we'll just prep the file. There's a problem already. It looks like the encoding is different to ASCII. So Latin seems to work most of the time. And that's prepared now. Right, so now we can see the data, and here's the metadata for that file. Right, so we're not going to create a new project. We're going to go back into the City of San Jose project and just add that file in now. Okay, so these are the files that are currently there from various open data projects. So I'm going to go and find that file map, and there appears to be another one from New York, so perhaps we should grab them both. And they've both been brought into the project. Okay, let's have a look at this. Here's the crime from San Francisco, 2003. And that's fairly straightforward, so let's open this up and have a quick look, see what's there. Okay, so here are all the police districts. We can see the list of districts and the counts of how many cases there are, how many incidents there are. So let's just go and check the police department's files to see if those are the correct districts, and they appear to be. Let's have a look on the map to see how they work, and there's a PDF, which is nice of them. And here's a larger version of that map. Let's go in a little bit closer and see if we can see where Japantown is. Okay, there, it's around there, around on Geary. So it looks like it's in north, the northern district, but let's see if we can find exactly where it is in the lat long, because we've got a lot of data with longitude and latitude. So let's find the corners of Japantown and just save them to an Excel, so a text file. And let's get all four corners now. Okay, so those are the latitudes and longitudes of Japantown. So now what we need to do is filter the latitude and longitude by those coordinates. Okay, now we're down to 100,000 entries from the 1.9 million, I think it was. Now let's filter the Y. So let's add now the other data in, the parameter. Okay, so the 6,000 entries are all within the boundaries of Japantown here. So just click on the data analysis and the charting. So what's happened is the system has automatically generated a whole load of charts. And we can see the addresses. You can see they're all around the Japantown area, Geary and Webster and Post. let's just grab this file and save that, so we're only seeing a file of Japantown incidents here, 2003 to 2015. Let's make sure that the filters are in, and we'll see that file appear. And let's go and have a quick look at the file on its own. Here it is, the 6,000 entries, and let's see what we can find. Let's look at the time trends here. So the counts of incidents over the time looks interesting because there's been some growth. It was quite low in 2010. That's an interesting file. Let's just grab that and let's save it locally as a ping file. And now I'm just going to paste that file into the Quora post. And there it is. Okay, maybe add some text. Okay, now we're back into the file, and just going to create a quick pivot to see the count of incidents by category in Japantown itself. So I'm just going to use the incident number as the one we're going to count. And let's put the category vertically. Okay, so this is the distribution in Japantown from 2006 to 2015 of all the different offences. So let's just save that table as another source. And perhaps we go back into the previous file. I'm going to clear those filters. So again, we're back to all of the records. So it's 1.93 million. We're going to make the same table there. So now we've got every other district and the incidents by category. Great. So what we should do now is, well, we've got Japantown as a separate file, and we've got all of the other districts as a separate file. So we're going to need to combine those together. So I think a good key is the category. So we've created this new pivot file, which is the same format as the Japantown only. So we see category and then category down the left, and then all of the districts across the top, and then in this file we see Japantown across the top. So we should probably rename it to make it consistent. So there's Japantown. And let's close that file, and let's join the files together. So we're just going to select the first file with all of the districts in, and we're going to key it on category, and we'll do a left join, and we'll bring, oh sorry, we're going to do a, no we won't, we'll do a other join, and we're going to use the category as the key on that side, create a new table, crime incidents by police district, and now we're going to carry out the join. As you can see, that join comes in the merged area, happened fairly fast. You can see that all of the file names were appended so we know where they come from. And just scrolling across, we can see that all of the police districts are there, and then at the end we see Japan file appended to it as well, and it's got another category column as well. So let's just look at the two category columns side by side, one from Japantown and one from the main one, and we see there's a relatively good match. Actually, the match is there, so everything looks the same. Great, so we can get rid of one of those columns. So let's remove the Japantown column. Okay, there's some very long file names here, so what we're going to do is just go column by column and just remove all the fluff, so we've only got the police district name. I've obviously sped this video up because it's kind of dull. And finally, we'll just put the Japantown one in. There's the file. Let's do a quick inspection of all the columns. They're there. So let's just take a quick look at the charts that it's automatically generating. So here are various pie charts showing distribution of entries. It's a little bit meaningless, but you know, the system's just trying. This is also not so meaningful. Correlations may be interesting. For sake of speed, I'm not going to go into them now. This is quite interesting. So this is incidents by category for each police district. So you know, these are good charts to begin customizing later on. Okay, so we're just going to download this CSV because it looks relatively interesting. Incidents by category by police district. So I'm just going to pick this up and take a quick look at this in Excel, and I'm just going to run some totals. This is fairly small stuff, so it's probably quicker to do it in Excel. And here's all the totals. Let's look and see if we can do the percentage of the city that Japantown represents. And then let's just see how Japantown, these things distribute. So 46%, that's pretty interesting in itself. So that was how I did it.